Wanderstop is a narrative-centric life sim about tea. It's a cozy experience following a warrior named Alta, who is forced by her own body to slow down. She winds up in Wanderstop helping Boro run the tea shop. Alta will tend to the farm, deal with lost mail, and of course serve tea. But when she has a moment to herself, she serves herself tea. She sits and waits, remembers, and introspects. This game is the usual farm sim mechanics of planting, harvesting, foraging, general groundskeeping, and decorating. So what makes it different? Well, the big thing is the tea shop aspect. Rather than putting your crops in a bin to be sold by a mysterious person overnight, your crops and forage go toward brewing and serving tea. But in addition to this addition, the farming itself has been spruced up with combining plants, and Wanderstop seems to not only be a place for lost people, but lost items as well. So let's dig a little deeper into the farming mechanics. Like many other farming sims, you will plant seeds, water them, and watch them grow. The difference is that placing seeds in certain configurations will give you larger plants which produce fruit used to make new and exciting teas. Speaking of tea, this is a whole operation all on its own. It isn't a simple click of the button. You have to take time to brew the tea. You'll pour the water, boil it using a bellows, brew the tea along with other add-ins, and finally pour the cup. Each tea mix has a different effect on the drinker, and each customer will tell you exactly what they're looking for, though they might only know how they want to feel. Your journal, as well as the Wanderstop library, will help you figure out what kind of tea they actually want. You'll be wanting to brew some of these teas for yourself to help you process the past and figure out your future. This game centers mindfulness and rest, so you need to remember to have Alta take a break every now and then and enjoy an emotional, thought-provoking brew. While drinking tea yourself interacts with your personal narrative, there's a larger narrative surrounding Wanderstop. Building your relationship with Boro and the other customers reveals information about the surrounding area, and serving them the proper tea will progress their story. While out foraging for tea and mushrooms, you may come across a lost package. Putting this in the mail will send it to its rightful owner, and while doing this is nice in and of itself, you will receive a note and sometimes items in thanks. I found this to be a delightful addition to the cozy narrative of the game. The graphic style of Wanderstop is bold and whimsical, with a focus on unique design. The character design is out of this world, allowing each character's unique personality to really shine through their visual design. The soundscape is exactly what's on the box. Calming music follows you around with magical sound effects accompanying your tea house tasks. As I said, the character design is fantastic and the writing really complements it. The characters each have very distinct personalities. While the through line of Alta's story is a pretty serious one, interactions with other characters, while still meaningful, offer a lot of humor and lightheartedness. Boro is a gentle giant with hidden wisdom who will serve as a great mentor for the fiery, stubborn Alta. The demon hunter will work to pull out Alta's soft side, and I see Gerald helping to tackle Alta's relationship with her own dad, while he tackles his relationship with his son. Alta's story is one I'd like to see through to the end. It's really focused on introspection, mindfulness, and rest. I think lots of people will be able to relate to Alta's feelings of inadequacy, and will see themselves in her negative self-talk, need for constant accomplishment, and inability to accept anything less than perfect. Even if we're not all warriors with a sword, we do each have our own battles we're fighting. This game appears to have a lot of content to accomplish in it, and of course, you can really tackle it at your own pace. In fact, I think the game's point is that you should take time to tackle everything. Learn the lesson of rest with Alta. Though I don't think there's any inherent replayability with different builds or multiple endings. I could certainly be wrong. My time with the game was pretty limited, trying to cover as many games with Ludonarracon as I could. Maybe throughout our tea times we can affect the direction of the narrative. I guess I'll just have to play some more. Wanderstop holds the potential for a great narrative wrapped in a cozy life sim with tea and farming at its forefront. It is a relatable narrative hidden in a whimsical fantasy skin that is perfect parts serious and fun. I love the quirky characters and over-the-top dialogue, and you can take the story as quick or slow as you want, allowing yourself to learn the lesson of rest and relaxation alongside Alta. Though the one thing I noticed was that there was a constant flow of side quests to do, but there was never any time limit set on them. So I think maybe my overwhelm is just part of the lesson I meant to learn through mindfulness. And I could see other people loving that constant direction. In fact, I've been one to complain about not having enough direction in games before. So this really isn't a problem after all. If you like quirky characters, mindfulness, and cozy tea time reminiscing, Wanderstop is a game for you. Why is this so complicated? I thought tea was simple. Goodness, no! Tea making will crush the mind, it will. If this is all too much information, then perhaps we should take a small break, just to let our minds relax a bit. Oh, Boro could tell a joke! Okay, well, I wasn't gonna take a break, but I would love to hear a joke, Boro. Sure, tell me this joke. Okay, here is the joke. A librarian and a farmer are eating dinner in a fancy restaurant. Suddenly, one of them notices a sign that says, "No librarians or farmers allowed." They both become quite scared that they're going to be kicked out of the restaurant. When suddenly, the farmer removes his mask and reveals he's actually an astronaut. Or maybe... Actually, hang on. What if they're eating dinner in space? The sign says, "No astronauts." Okay, yes, that is much funnier. Are you improvising this joke? Yes. Why? Well, Boro is attempting a more organic feeling for the joke. That way, the humor is feeling light and fresh, wouldn't you agree? Fine, but this better make me laugh. No, this is dumb, stop. Fine, but this better make me laugh. Yes, of course. Okay, where were we? The librarian and the farmer are eating dinner in a restaurant in space, and a sign says, "No astronauts allowed." This means there's no concern of them being kicked out of the restaurant until both of them remove their masks. They're both astronauts. Oh no, this is a tragedy. Surely they are going to be kicked out of the space restaurant. But then, let's see. But then, the sign removes its mask too. It isn't a sign after all, it's the dessert menu. They both order dessert, one asks for custard and the other asks for a banana split. Then, after dessert, they leave the restaurant and go to a movie theater. Is this joke going somewhere? Miss, this is all a part of the process. Humor cannot be rushed. Yeah, but it has to get somewhere eventually. Do not worry, with Captain Boro in charge, this joke boat will be steered safely into the harbor of laughs. God, I love Boro. Okay, so after dinner they go to the movie theater and they look at what movies are playing. Many movies are showing. There are some comedies, some dramas, a couple of horror films, and... let's see. Oh, I've got it! Here's the punchline. So one of the astronauts says, "How about this movie? It's called The Train That Ran Out of Fuel." And the other one says, "No thanks. I hear it really loses steam at the end." Oh, pardon me. Do you get it? The movie and the train both lose steam. Wait, what was the point of the astronauts? I am laughing. I am not laughing. I am laughing. Because it's one of those jokes where like the entire beginning doesn't matter. it's only like the last two sentences that matter, and the rest of it is just like you sitting there like, fucking hurry up. But then I find it so funny. It's fine. I like it. Indeed, even though you're not actually laughing on the outside, I'm quite certain you are laughing internally. At any rate, that delightful diversion into comedy has left us both refreshed and relaxed. Shall we get back to tea making? I'm quite excited because this next step is the most important of all. Behold, the tea machine! I want tea from this tea machine. It has to be the best tea that exists. I'm a little upset with myself that I'm not drinking tea right now. Yes, the tea machine is a most vital part of preparing drinks. Is it user-friendly? Miss, I'd not even know. But for your convenience, I will add a few pages to your field guide. These instructions should help explain how the tea machine is to be used, I hope. Pour the water. Climb the ladder until you reach the rope hanging from the ceiling. Pull the rope downward to pour a fresh batch of water. Step 2, heat the water. Once there's water in the orb, pump the furnace to heat the water. Keep going until the water is boiling and steam rises. Oh, I don't get to go to the next page yet. This is awkward. They will also explain where to be using the tea ball and the chip fruit that we made earlier. How does that sound? Would you like to try using these instructions to make tea? Can you just show me the steps? I'm not sure if I want to be constantly checking a book. Of course, I am completely understanding. I will show you the steps to use the machine, but remember that they are all written down in your field guide as well. First, climb up this ladder to the rope at the top. The ladder can conveniently be used to access all parts of the tea machine. Once you're up here, pull down on the rope to pour as much water as you'd like. Okay, go give that a shot, and I will move on to the next step when you're done. Where's this ladder at? Is this the ladder he speaks of? This was not the right ladder. Oh god. I'm stuck. Let me go back down. No, it was like a blue ladder. Oh, it's here. I found it. I found it. I'm not blind or stupid, guys. I know what I'm doing. Pull. That seems like an appropriate amount of... Next up is to heat the water. Simply climb down the ladder a bit to reach the bellows. Pump the bellows while keeping the heat at exactly the right temperature. Once the water is fully boiling, this step will be complete. Wait, what? I'm confused. Do I have to? Oh, I do have to, like, mash. Oop. Do I have to keep it inside the thing? I wasn't really paying attention. Aha, now that is some steaming hot water. Explains this part badly. It did seem like it explained that part badly, yeah. I figured it out though. I was like, there's a thing that I obviously am meant to keep the, like, cursor inside. I'm a gamer. I know what's up. You're doing quite well so far, managing our complicated tea machine with ease. Tell me, are Borrow's instructions helpful, or would you rather be figuring out the rest of the machine on your own? No, you can keep telling me. Keep giving me these instructions. Of course, I'm more than happy to. Next, you'll rotate the ladder to the right until you reach this valve. Rotate the ladder to the right. Kick the valve and it will transfer boiling water over to the infuser. And just like that, our water scurries over to the infuser. While the infuser is open, position yourself in front of it with an item in your hand. You can reach the infuser from the bridge or while still on the ladder, whichever you prefer. We never picked up a tea ball. Don't we need a tea ball? Then you toss any item into the infuser. Any item at all. Oh gosh. This is, of course, where you'll be placing a tea ball and a chip into the mixture. Give it a shot. Okay. I don't think I have a tea ball. That is not the right thing. Yeah, I don't have a tea ball. I guess I have to go get a tea ball? Alright, here we go. Now, where is that room? This is a thing that, like, it's very much just a me problem, but I get lost in games so quick. Well done. The water will only be changing color once you have added your tea ball. Okay, one more valve to kick, and then we will move on to our final step. The finished tea has been transferred to our final orb, the pyramid. That's great. I love that. The next step will be to get off the ladder, find an empty cup, and place it on the grate below. Then pull the rope you see here in order to pour tea into the cup. And that's it. You'll be having yourself one shiny new cup of chip tea. Congratulations. You can even pour multiple cups of tea from the same batch if you wish. Okay, where do I get a cup from though? If I do this, will it show me a cup? Ah, was this a cup? No, it's just showing me tea. It said find yourself a cup. Oh, I found a cup. Why didn't that light up? Oh, I do have to hold. Oh, shit, fuck. Oh, my Lanta! I'm sure this is my fault. Is that enough tea? I feel like it needs a little more tea. How full am I meant to fill this cup? Okay, well that was too full, but now it's full. I don't want to drop it. I want to drink it. Oh wait, I didn't want one. Doesn't matter, as full as you'd like. That's silly. Ah, is this the tea that you have made? Nope, gotcha. It also eats you alive. Yeah, there should be an appropriate fill mark. I don't know. I just spat everywhere. It's awful. Yep, here it is. Oh wait, that's not me. Yep, here it is. Ah, splendid. Did I make good tea? Oh, that has nothing in it, chick. Delicious. It is everything that Boro was hoping for. I've definitely gone over my half-hour mark, but I feel like I haven't quite seen everything yet. So I'm gonna give it like 10-ish more minutes. We'll go to like 3:10 my time, and then we'll start up a new game. I just know that there's like definitely supposed to be like customers or some shit, right? So hopefully we get to that. Won't you join me at my favorite bench? I think it would be the perfect place to enjoy this tea. Fine. That's the spirit. Ah, delightful. A cup of tea, a nice view, and a new acquaintance. Tell me, do you find the scenery as enchanting as I do? Is it a feast for your eyes? It's fine. I'm not an art critic, or I'm just here until I'm well enough to leave. I'm not an art- Nah, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Ha, I will take it. I must say, to hear a note of positivity from you is a beautiful thing, like a ray of sunshine. There are things I like. Oh, do tell. What is bringing you joy? Defeating a rival, winning a tournament. I can't really think of anything right now. Winning a tournament. So I suspected. I would not have guessed that you knit on the weekends. What's wrong with knitting? Actually, I'm a crocheter. I do know how to knit, I just prefer crochet. I've knitted, but I don't like it. For me personally, there are few satisfactions in the world quite like running a tea shop. To make a warm drink and put it in the hands of a customer, yum, what a feeling. If you ever put your mission on hold, I'm always looking for help here at the shop. Wait, put my mission on hold? Why exactly would I do that? I simply mean that it is possible you decide to stop looking for this Master Winters. And if that were to happen, you would be welcome to stay here and... What are you talking about? You think I'm someone who would give up on this? It could happen. People are changing their course all the time. Perhaps you are not able to be finding her, or you are simply tired. It is normal to... Wait, no! Stop right there. You've known me for 10 minutes, and you're talking about how you think I'd quit? I've devoted every day of my life to this, every single day for years and years. You have no idea the sacrifices I made, the pain I've endured. You can't begin to imagine it. Do you understand that fighting is the one single thing I've spent my life on? I can't give it up. I'm sorry, miss. I was not meaning to touch on such a nerve. It's not a nerve, it's me. You're talking about me. If I don't find Master Winters, then I can never be the person I want to be ever again. But you think I should just give it up? Live in mediocrity for the rest of my life? Just serve tea and try not to spend every single day thinking about how I had everything and let it slip away? Do you want me to fail? Would it feel good to see the big strong warrior have to fall and cry and beg for help? Miss, can I... What am I doing here? Why am I even having this conversation? Why? Why can I not lift my own sword? It doesn't make sense. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here right now. If you like quirky characters, mindfulness, and cozy tea time reminiscing, Wanderstop is a game for you.